Hey, my name is Tim and I would love to show you my hobby, speedcubing. Speedcubing is where cubers, what we call ourselves, try to solve these puzzles in the fastest time as possible in a competition. I just broke the 2x2 national record last year in October, and this is the 2x2. It looks something like this. So I've been to Paris and Melbourne for World Championships 2017 and 2019, which are really big events. There's over 1,000 competitors and a couple thousand spectators. I really like competitions because they're fun and enjoyable and you get to improve your times, and also because of the cubing community. Everyone's so nice and we just get to chat to each other and kind of like enjoy the time together. So a competition is really fun, and there are a couple of rules that go with it. There's a scrambler, a judge, and competitor. So the scrambler is basically what it says. It's scrambling the cube, and then they put it into a cube cover so that the competitor doesn't see the cube before they start. A judge will put the cover down with the cube in it. So you'd say ready, they would take the cover off and start timing. So that's kind of how a competition works. So there's 18 events and competitions, but everyone knows 3x3 as the Rubik's Cube. It's the most recognizable, and it's what everyone calls the Rubik's Cube. So I compete mainly in 2x2 and square one. These are my main events. There's all the way from the 2x2 up to the 7x7, and some other cool puzzles like the square one, which shapeshifts into weird shapes, the Scube, the Megamix, and the Pyramix. And along with these, we also have additional events like blindfolded, fewest moves, and some other weird stuff like with feet. This is my second favorite event after the 2x2. I practice this a lot as well. It's really unique, the only shape-shifting event. So it turns from a cube into these really weird shapes, and you have to turn it back into a cube to solve it. So that was 14.8 seconds, which I'm pretty happy about. I love this event because it's really fun. So to get consistently good, we would normally use something what's called one-looking, and that's looking at the scrambled cube and knowing all the moves to solve it. So I could essentially solve it blindfolded. Like that. So I've kind of a funny story on how I started speedcubing. It was back in 2015, where at school we had this Lego robotics kind of thing with EV3. So I went online and I found something that could solve a cube, a Rubik's Cube. And eventually it worked. It took 2 minutes to solve it, which was really slow. So I'm like, hey, I could solve this myself. And that's kind of just how speedcubing started for me. I learned it by just going on YouTube and finding a tutorial, but to get better and to get faster, you would have to practice a lot and be dedicated. Practicing around like 50 to 100 solves a day, remembering the algorithms, and that's pretty much it, just practice. Thanks for watching this. Speedcubing is really fun, so you should give it a go.